Hello students, welcome to Marine Engineering Tutorials. I am Atul Kumar Gupta and back with a new tutorial. We are presently studying marine boilers. Today we have 26th lecture and the topic is Classification Society Requirements for Approval of Boilers. All critical equipment on the ship whose failure may impact ship's trading need to be constructed and maintained as per rules of classification societies. Boiler is an important equipment which also needs approval from classification society. A new boiler manufacturer willing their products to be used on the ship should get type approval from classification societies by fulfilling the requirements which are discussed in this lecture. Let us first understand about classification societies. A classification society is a non-governmental organization which establishes and maintains technical standards for the construction and operation of ships. Worldwide, there are more than 50 organizations, of which 12 are members of International Association of Classification Societies, which include Lloyd Register, Bureau Veritas, RINA, American Bureau of Shipping, Det Norske Veritas, Germanister Lloyd, Nippon Keiji Kyokai, Polish Register of Shipping, Croatian Register of Shipping, China Classification Society, Korean Register of Shipping and Indian Register of Shipping. Classification societies certify that the construction of the ship complies with relevant standards and carry out regular in-service surveys to ensure continuing compliance with the standards. A certificate issued by the classification society is recognized for getting the ship registered and obtain marine insurance. As their certification is recognized by all interested parties and thus they are also known as recognized organizations. They are needed during the construction of the ship, for ship's annual inspection, when the ship is in dry dock and for machinery surveys. Classification societies do not own responsibility for the safety and fitness of ship to avoid commercial liability, but only provide verification that the ship is in compliance with the classification standards. Let us discuss about the specified material for construction of boiler. Following materials have been specified for construction of boiler. For smoke tube boiler, plain low carbon open hearth steel with ultimate tensile strength of 430 to 540 meganewton per meter square is used. For water tube boilers, low carbon steel with carbon 0.28%, manganese 0.5% and silicon 0.1% having ultimate tensile strength of 430 to 490 meganewton per meter square with minimum elongation of 20% is used. Materials used to increase the creep resistance are chromium, molybdenum, manganese and vanadium. Plain low carbon steel with 0.15% carbon is used for superheater tubes with steam temperature up to 400 degrees centigrade. Low carbon steel with 0.5% molybdenum is used for steam temperature up to 480 degree centigrade. Austenitic stainless steel with 18% nickel, 8% chromium and niobium is used with steam temperature up to 590 degree centigrade. Valve chest is made up of cast steel. The material used for valves, valve seat, spindles, compression screws and bushes must be non-corrodible such as bronze, stainless steel or monal metal. Let us see the basic data required for the class approval. The boiler manufacturers have to provide the following details in order to get themselves registered with the classification society for getting the type approval of boiler. First is the design data. Design data consists of heating surface, evaporative capacity, design and working pressure and superheated steam temperature. Safety valve settings and capacity. This specifies the type, size and number of safety valves with their flow coefficient and their set pressure in accordance with the classification society rules. Draft requirement at design condition, the number and capacity of the forced draft fan to supply the combustion air. Forced draft system describes how the combustion air is supplied from the forced draft fan up to the boiler furnace through air heater and resistor. Boiler instrumentation include pressure gauges, thermometer and safety devices such as high steam pressure, low water level and flame failure trips. For safe and reliable operation of the boiler, it also includes controls for water level, steam pressure, superheated steam temperature and monitoring the quality of combustion in the boiler furnace. The sketch shows the general arrangement of the boiler with various components used. We can see the seating arrangement which describes how the boiler rests and is secured on the ship. It also shows the expansion arrangement using sliding feet. Then we have the constructional details of the steam and water drum and headers. The internal details of steam and water drums showing a temperature and desuperheater are also provided to the classification society. So here it shows the water valves, the types of water valve used and its construction details also need to be provided. Then we have the superheater, steam and superheater tubing including the maximum expected mean wall temperature of the tube wall and the tube support arrangement including drainage from the header is also given to the society for approval. Then we have the economizer arrangement, its header and elements detailed which are used for feed water heating. Then we have the boiler casing which shows how the flue gas leakage is prevented and refractory or insulation arrangement for containment of the heat within the furnace. Then we have burners on the furnace roof. So this will include the arrangement of the burner including the resistors. All these data need to be provided for approval of the boiler. The sketch shows the details of boiler drum, construction and attachment of the stub pieces for securing various mountings, longitudinal and circumferential welding seams which are here and here can be seen respectively for construction of cylindrical drum and closing it by fixing the end covers on both sides. Material used for all parts are provided to the class which is discussed earlier. We have the safety valves. Now, in addition to safety valve, we have several other mountings such as stop valve, air vent, pressure gauge connection, feed and check valves, blowdown valve and safety valve with their relieving capacities. Then we have the water level gauges. Blow-off arrangement, water level gauges, types and their fitting details need to be provided to the classification. Then we have the manhole or handhole, that is inspection opening. Inspection openings such as manhole and handholes with their fitting details also are provided. The sketch shows various weld designs used in the construction of boiler for joining two plates or tube and plate. These details are provided to the classification for the approval. Now, in addition to the typical weld designs, also it is needed to provide the permissible welding consumables which are used. Specialized welding techniques used for construction such as electroslag welding, submerged arc welding or any other specialized procedure. Then what heat treatment is provided after the weld such as annealing which is carried out to relieve the internal stresses, refine grain size and induce ductility. Destructive and non-destructive examination conducted on the boiler drum to assess the strength of the boiler and to see the structure of the metal is also informed to the classification. Then when the boiler construction has been completed, it is tested with water inside at a pressure of 1.5 times the design pressure to assess the endurance of the boiler, and this must be done in presence of the surveyor. Boiler is inspected by Classification Society surveyor at various stages right from construction until the ship is trading. This completes the study of requirements by the Classification Society for approval of a boiler. This book is written by me and covers all the topics as per Indian Maritime University syllabus. It is also recommended by Indian Maritime University as a reference book. It clarifies the concepts with simple illustrations. This book also provides answers to all the questions which have appeared in the examination conducted by Indian Maritime University. This book can help the students in preparing for the exam and also to work on the ship's boiler safely. Hope you have liked the lecture. You can write your feedback in the comment box. If you have liked the tutorial, you may share it with your friends. You may subscribe to the channel for getting notification about the new tutorials. I'll be back with a new lecture shortly. Thanks for watching till the end.